Sign language interpreter. The late former Lugari lawmaker Cyrus Jirongo died from severe internal injuries consistent with a road crash. A postmortem examination conducted by a team of pathologists at the Lee Funeral Home also established that he sustained multiple fractures and critical chest injuries. The findings further indicated that there was extensive damage to the ribs and major blood vessels around the heart, leading to massive internal bleeding in the chest cavity. Despite the autopsy's findings, many questions still linger, as Ben Kiroi tells us in the following report.
After more than 6 hours of post-mortem examinations on the body of the late former Lugari Member of Parliament Cyrus Jirongo, a team of pathologists led by Johnson Oduor emerged from Lee Funeral Home with their findings. The medical team, including a pathologist appointed by the family, unanimously concluded that Jirongo died from being hit by a blunt object consistent with a road traffic crash.
There was a crash injury to the chest with multiple ribs fracture. There was perforation of the heart with the rupture of most of the major vessels that connect the heart.
The left ventricle was ruptured. The main pipe from the heart called aorta had disconnected with the heart, and those injuries are not compatible with life. Probably when that happened, you only had 3 minutes to go.
The pathologist reported that Jirongo sustained extensive internal injuries to the chest and abdomen, which were identified as the primary cause of death. They further explained the nature of the accident and addressed questions surrounding the relatively limited external injuries observed on the body.
What is observed outside may not tie with what is inside, but when you open up the body, it's quite severe, and it's like it was instant and likely incompatible with life.
According to the autopsy report, the deceased also suffered multiple fractures, including 2 fractures on the right hand and fractures on both lower limbs. However, the family, through spokesperson George Haniri, maintains that several gaps remain despite the autopsy conclusion that death resulted from injuries sustained in a road crash. They insist that further investigations are necessary to fully clarify the circumstances surrounding his death.
Pathologists have concurred on the report, so that is just stage 1. It does not answer the many other questions that we've been raising, which we hope the DCI, who was represented here, will be able to answer us in due course.
Actually, we are towards the tail end of the investigations, but there are all indications that it was a traffic accident, a fatal traffic accident, and not what other people are trying to insinuate.
Additional samples were taken from Jirongo's body and submitted to the government chemist for toxicology analysis, a process expected to help establish his condition prior to the fatal incident.
There have been a lot of speculations ongoing, and other than what we've seen in the mortuary, we've taken samples for what is called toxicological analysis.
While the autopsy findings point to a blunt force trauma from a road crash as the cause of death, they have not fully addressed lingering questions, including the events that led Jirongo being in Naivasha at the time of the incident. Ben Kiroi, Citizen